Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. There's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Aggies are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And here's the handoff. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Point after, not great for him. Here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The defense with more pre-snap movement. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Makes a quick catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Receiver in motion now. Pressure is coming. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
The Sooners with 1st and 10 here. A handoff to the back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. Snags the quick throw. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
The Sooners pick up enough to get a first down there. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield. 2nd
down after that previous play. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Sims. They stop him, but it's a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
2nd and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Bush. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to throw again. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to pull it down and run. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Play action here on first down. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run it here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First and goal, handoff. And the running play gets stopped. They're going to mark him right at the 1.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second goal. Now it's third and goal for the offense.
An important third down and goal now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Across midfield. At the 30. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. And the Aggies come to the line in a hurry up. And they'll give it to the back. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. We'll call for the fair catch here. And one final play before the end of the quarter. First down. They're going to throw the football. Catch made over the middle. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Hunt over the middle. It's Morris. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made at the 32.
Tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
And the Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Looking to chuck it again. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Runs right over the defender. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Heading left after the handoff. Powering right past the defender. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. The Aggies will line up to punt it away. They'll kick it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. And this pass is caught.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even at a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set. It's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Down he goes. A sack.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. And sack sets up an important third down. Quarterback drops back. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Powering through. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And the Aggies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. And the running back takes the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I I just love watching those guys.
Sacked on heavy pressure there.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll take a deep shot here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incompletion brings up 3rd down for the offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. This one will be fair caught. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Oklahoma offense is back on the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and it gets you the yards you need.
One play moves the ball to the 48. Another 1st down coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They'll hand it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's a quick grab. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down. The Sooners looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Single back, takes the handoff. Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Hits the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
And it's complete downfield. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Important second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught quickly. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And the Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He stays up. He escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack.
On first and goal, Chris, they run the football and lose yards. Then here on second down, they try to throw it in, come up with a sack. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down? Because they've been going in reverse on these last couple of plays.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaign.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. He's running out of time here. He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. A punt return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one, and I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back to watch the film, he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They're going to run it. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Now it's second down here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quick pass. The catch is made. Finding space at the 20. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Here's the second down play. Here's the handoff. Trucks through the defender. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call. Just keep working that clock.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
First down here for this offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You call a quick out on third down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The kick is good. Offense flicks 3 points on the drive.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The pocket breaking down. Running back grabs it on the screen. And the tackle is made. Not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught on the outside. It's Morris. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know they didn't pick up the first down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your 1 timeout, and now you got a real chance.
Short completion sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
So down 6, they need a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he stops short. Huge play by the defense on 4th down. They will take over protecting this lead. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now